One. All right, Cap, we live.
Shrewd News and Reviews here with Rob the Water God, and
Yep.
I'm Ja Israel. Say it slowly. It's a name and a statement. We got to revisit the Boston Richey saga.
Oh man.
We have to.
Yeah.
Last time we left off, I think we felt as if maybe some of the suspicions that Boston Richey could be telling were justified. He's come back to act to clear his name. And
Oh.
yeah, it looks like it was case closed. Remember, Bruce Rivers tried to clear his name. He had his homeboy, Coley, that had the interview saying that they worked it out. It was a misinterpretation.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
Yeah, and we didn't know who was telling the truth. And 1090 Jake kind of maintained that he felt like the guy told, but we have uh, we have some new video, man. So I'm just gonna let you decide for yourself. Now I've seen this stuff. Bob's gonna be reacting in real time. I'm kind of catching you up to speed, but that's good because we can just get your objective opinion on this. You know what I'm saying? All
For
right,
real.
I'm gonna try to come in where I think it's a good starting point, where maybe they give where Boston Richey is kind of just pleading his case, giving some perspective, shining a light on shit. It might be a little bit of audio right before, but we just gonna go into wait. I gotta make sure I'm sharing my shit with you before I go into. I don't want to make that mistake again.
Oh yeah.
Hmm. Dang, bro. Okay. All right. All right. Let's get into it, man.
It was supposed he was supposed to get on here. He was gonna break down the whole YSL situation. He was gonna tell us what's what, what's this, what's not. But we're gonna have to do an audible today. All right, chat. You're just getting in here. We're gonna get straight to it. Essentially, 1090 Jake got his hands on footage of the interrogation of Boston Richey's 53 minutes. With Young Boys manager Alex Jr. Thank you for the subject, my brother. And yeah, it's 53 minutes. And I'm gonna tell you what happened. You know me, I really don't got a horse in the race. I always say, listen, I don't even like calling people snitches or nothing like that. I don't even call Gunner a snitch. I say Gunner's a truth teller. Now, not
A
these
truth teller,
dudes
huh?
really. Some of these dudes, these are the street dudes. I mean, they're in the streets, they're getting busy, they're doing their thing, and your reputation matters a lot. Now, I'm gonna be very honest with y'all. I've definitely spoke to Boston Richey's team over the last few days, and actually last few days, and I've told you their disposition. They said, "Yo, act. Listen, we don't control the media. We're just an artist. We're not well spoken. Jake's well spoken. Even if we try to clear it up, they're gonna believe this guy, right? They're standing on the fact that they are saying there was no cooperation. They sent me paperwork yesterday, or they're like, well, how could
That's a good place to start. Remember, 1090J posted the video, went viral. Now they're saying that 1090 Jake is just trying to capitalize off their name. They sent act paperwork. You heard them. So let's get into Boston Richey kind of getting into his story. I'll start around the time where he explains when the allegations came out. Boston Richey posted a money pic or something like that. I think
Mm.
I guess he's kind of explaining for that where I'm going to start, and I'm gonna let him go for a little bit just to see if maybe you feel where he's coming from a little bit. Then I'm gonna get to the spicy shit.
Okay.
All right, all right, here we go.
he snitch if no one got sent to jail? Jake
What?
teased the release of this video, and they called me up and said, "Here,
Oh, uh,
it's a witch hunt for people are looking out for people who might have told." And I think you didn't probably do yourself no favors when, like, the conversation started, and then you posted that thing on your story with the money. You get what I mean? I think people looked
Yeah,
at
you
that was
got
like,
and like you gotta think about it from you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
You gotta think about it even from that point of view. When shit hit, I got real people that's big in life in my ear. Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, don't even go on the internet, post nothing about it. Just do how you do. You get what I'm saying? So me posting money ain't got nothing to do with like, oh, fuck a snitch allegation shit. I got real people in my life, you feel me? That people that mean something to the world. Just like different people in my ear, like shit. But one thing you can't do as being a rapper or something, bro, don't even go, you can't show a nigga on IG if you hot or cold. You can't go on no IG in front of a million people who don't even know you and try to speak your piece. Shit, this the cyber world. Shit is never gonna work. You got white boys, 9, 10, you got jits, bro. When I go on my page, bro, I got a whole bunch of jits and people I don't even know trolling. It ain't one street nigga that don't hit my phone out my city and be like, hey, yo, boy, you told. Even from that other nigga that doing that little clout chase shit, I got nigga from his hood, like, I ain't gonna lie, bro, tripping. Bro, we know you, bro. We know the whole situation. I don't know what fool on. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't that why my brother told you, like, shit. After that shit, that's why I ain't spoken on that shit since then. Cause motherfucker tell me don't speak on the situation, just do how you doing and the shit gonna play out. So you gotta think about it. You can hear me?
Yeah, and I can hear you.
Or calling me, but nah. So me just going on there posting my money, I'm just doing some shit I always do. It ain't no, oh, I want to just turn this whole situation to. I'm telling you, he gonna say that.
All right. So we heard that, right? Boston Richey is in the interrogation video. I think he's giving names, and this is the explanation he gives for giving names and stuff like that.
Watch it, but since we have you on now, I just want to get your side before we even watch anything. They said Richie says a man named Miami was involved. So did you say anybody's name that might have been involved?
Bro, that's a goose chase, bro. Why ain't nobody? That's a goose chase, bro. Ain't nobody even in the name Miami, bro. Ain't every name in that bit. Ain't nobody had nothing to do with this whole case but one nigga Wig. This shit ain't had no 2-3 co-defendants. This shit ain't had no. It wasn't no group thing. It was the only nigga went down. The whole interview was about one thing, about Wig. That shit was a goose chase, bro. Ain't nobody in that bit.
Oh, so
only nigga that was
lying.
involved in this shit was Wig. Right, only nigga that was involved in the murder case was Wig. Can't no nigga in my city can't tell you they got charged for this murder. I got involved with it. Only one nigga, Wig.
How that sound to you?
Wait, so in this case specifically, right?
Yeah.
Y'all basically saying that nobody got charged in this case.
No, the guy definitely got charged with the murder. He's saying that when he's in this 43-minute interview with the police and he's giving them names of people, he's saying that I didn't tell on the nigga who committed the murder. He said at this point he didn't even know he committed the murder.
Was the names he was giving real names, or was he just giving out names?
He said that they're fake names.
Oh, okay.
Now we'll get to whether those names are real in the future. But how do you feel about even talking to the police for 43 minutes, concocting a story? Isn't that kind of like shaky?
Yeah, but if you're just lying and none of the shit makes sense, like I don't know how to see that as well. But you know, the code is speaking is a bad thing, bro.
Yeah. The best thing he could have did was just not talk, but this was years ago. He was young. I'm going to say that he probably might not have been that well versed in the law. Sometimes people just talk themselves off the street. He might have thought he was helping himself and ended up saying too much. He's nervous. He's saying things that he's not even probably remembering that he said at the time. And he's looking at these tapes trying to piece it back together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When they got you in a tight spot like that, you can't. There's nothing that you could do to talk your way out of it.
I remember seeing my discovery and seeing that they wrote down some things that I said about my case. You get what I'm saying? Because you know they asked me, "Where are you coming from? Where are you going?" You know what I mean? They try to like pry information out of you. So I can see being a kid, but can't be putting no names out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So remember that thought. We're gonna need that later. This is one of the first points where they start getting philosophical, I'll say. It's a lot of discussions about what is snitching. Right, here we go.
Ever. I used to think that you put somebody in jail, but some people believe if you give any information, it's telling. So if you confirm that you had an altercation with this guy, is that telling to you?
Yeah. You gotta think about it. Hell no, cause you gotta think about it, bro. Bro, and honestly, bro, even that's why I said like niggas be like they're speaking on shit they don't know about. Bro, this is my cousin, and I'm still gotta defend a nigga who did something to my cousin. Just cause I'm in the streets. You gotta think about it. Everything I said was in his favor. I'm like, bro, hell no, we got into it, but I know this man ain't did nothing to my cousin. I even got into it in the interview when I said I know for a fact he ain't do nothing to his cousin. He just had a girl reached out to me and was like, bro, I know it's a lot going on, street saying this and this, but boy, I ain't gonna lie, bro, I'm praying for y'all boys for y'all whole situation.
Wait, Wig had somebody reach out and send that message.
Like he had a
you don't gotta
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a girl he was dealing with that reach out like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, street saying this and this. It's a lot of shit going on, but shit, bro, I ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm just praying for you.
So how you feel about that?
I mean, we can't verify that. You know?
I mean, we kind of can verify because there's police reports, there's affidavits.
That the woman said that to him?
Well, maybe we can't verify every part of what his story is, but there are parts of that are going to come up later. We'll say that.
Gotcha.
Now, he's saying that because the streets are the way that they are, he's in a situation where he has to defend the man that killed his cousin, that he now believes killed his cousin. Does that sound like it makes sense to you?
Sound like he's snitching.
Well, he's saying that he didn't snitch because though the guy killed his cousin, right? He said that the guy had nothing to do with killing his cousin. And when he said that him and Wig got into an altercation, he wasn't trying to tell on Wig that he had something to do with the murder. He said, we got into it, but that didn't have nothing to do with the murder. Matter of fact, Wig didn't have nothing to do with killing my cousin.
Okay. Yeah, it seemed like it's stand-up street business. From what I hear.
Should he be telling the police that he even had an altercation with a guy?
Right. And that's the thing. Right. Did it? Yeah. He shouldn't be talking about that. But did we get charged for this?
The altercations?
Did Wig get charged for the murder?
Yes, he did it. Oh. Wig did it.
Oh. Yeah. So, yeah, man, I think the information might have led to them people.
Well, I don't think we know that, but I think that even if we don't know that, because maybe they was already on Wig trail. Right. Wig had family members that snitched on him as well, just to give some context. So it don't have to necessarily be that. But do you think that somebody has to get convicted for you to be called a snitch?
No.
So just telling the police information,
right? Because there are people that get convicted, right, and they take a plea, and yeah, you could give information, like you said, you can give information to help them with a case.
There we have it. See, this is crazy because this man is fighting for his career, right? To be taken seriously as a music artist, and these are the things that come up. We like to follow entertainment news, but when it comes to hip hop, we end up covering crimes because that's what hip hop is about. I'm just being real with you. This is what the people want to know about right now.
Yeah, like, are you 10 toes down in the streets? Yeah.
It's crazy. And that's cold-blooded that your family member could get killed and, somebody could just keep their mouth shut about it, you know. At the same time, I bet that boy's mama want justice. His mama not in the streets. His mama want justice for what happened. And you up here, you got to stay tight-lipped because you don't want to, you know, go against some street code. And I get it. I mean, that could be unsafe for him going against it. But do you see what kind of streets, you see what kind of position the streets will put you in? For me, it's just, you know, just another starch. Am I saying Stark or Stark? Whatever. One of those reminders that the street life ain't really all it's cracked up to be. Now, this is where it gets a little spicy. This is where we start to see the 1090 Jake versus Boston Richey element come into play.
So why do you think?
Send it over the ad. Send it over the ad.
Why do you think? He said otherwise then online then,
bro. I can undertell you shit, bro. You gotta think about
Kodak
it, bro.
to me, don't it?
The nigga want to be a say cheese. The nigga want to be an academic. That's all to it. I can't say nothing about it. But I don't even, bro. I got niggas in my DM got dirt on him on certain situations. I don't play dirt for dirt, bro. I'm a real street nigga. I ain't gotta go. One thing a nigga gonna realize about me, bro. I ain't never gotta go on IG, Twitter, Instagram, or anything and blemish another nigga like to make my light shine better. I'm a real one at this shit. Bro, I don't have them DMs since this shit first started. Bro, I don't have, and guess why 1090 can't show them same message I'm talking about it. Guess why he can't show you the messages right now?
Yeah.
Because he unsent them. I got him in my DM right now. I could have posted this shit since the first day it kicked off. Niggas understand, bro, this situation with me, anything got something to do with me is clickbait. Niggas know it's gonna go dumb.
Hey, and by the way, I definitely want to say this. You know, I'm about to read the message. Somebody,
hey, he gotta win in on 1090 Jake, ain't it?
Yeah. Make 1090 Jake seem like a clout chaser.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm gonna
say
this.
He is
1090 Jake is a clout chaser. We're clout chasers. Boston Richey is a damn clout chaser. You can't be out here trying to be a rapper and act like you ain't a clout chaser. You on video posting pictures, you know, you online posting pictures with money and shit. You feel me? You clout chaser, you know what I'm saying? So I guess it's degrees to that.
Yeah.
But people want views. And he is right to an extent. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's 1090 Jake's best video, but people do want to know about Boston Richey. We're talking about him right now. He's
no, but
art.
1090 Drake stand on snitch stuff, and I got to give him that. He don't pick and choose.
Yeah.
He will, if it's out there on you, he gonna put that information out. I don't feel like he just chasing Boston Richey. I feel like it's smoke there. Where it's smoke is a fire, and he's just like, look, I stand on this no snitching stuff, and this is what I got on this rapper. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what he do. You know what I mean? And I kind of respect people who do that, man. It's like,
yeah, I like Jake's 1090 Jake's content. I'm sipping. I like his content, but I'll say this. I think that's where this thing went left. I think Boston Richey should have just cleared his name when he shifted the direction of the conversation and tried to attack 1090 Jake's credibility. I think that's going to set in motion a chain of events where 1090 Jake now has to defend his credibility. So now he got to really drive the point home where people could have just kind of decided for themselves, even though he did make a video and stuff like that. Yeah. I felt like that put him in a position where he's like, nah, don't try to come for me. But I'll continue. I think this might be the point where he starts to expose something on 1090 Jake. Let's see.
No
situation from my interview.
He said he's telling me something.
Bro, you got to think about it. You got to think about this, bro. My lawyer, bro, I got a high profile lawyer, bro. My lawyer got information on Jake, bro. He don't put inmates in jail, got everybody flipped from the CEOs, officers arrested, all that shit.
Sound like you made a mistake.
For bringing contraband in, and I'll give my lawyer. What I told my lawyer do it. Nah, we ain't doing that. I don't fight dirt with dirt.
Oh wow.
Man, getting CEOs put in jail, telling niggas about these drugs getting bring in prison. These people doing this, doing that. Bro, I told my lawyer, bro, he went, man, all in the news with it. If that ain't snitching, I don't know what snitching is. But get what though, bro? I'm a real nigga to this shit. I don't gotta, bro. One thing about me, bro, I don't gotta.
You said you ain't gotta put out
nigga
what
light,
you
bro,
did.
to shine my light brighter, bro. I got high profile lawyers, bro. I got money.
So he's making allegations about 1090 Jake. He's saying 1090 Jake got inmates locked up and this, that, and the other thing. So he's covered that 1090 Jake. Remember, we watched the interview where Coley was saying that it looked like Boston Richey snitched on me, but it was a misinterpretation. And at one point I did think he snitched on me, but calling him a snitch would be bad for the city. It would be a bad look, and people treat me like a king around. It was the Say Cheese interview. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
All right. He addresses the Coley situation as well. Around 59 minutes and 30 seconds. I'll go ahead to that part. About right around here.
Getting some nigga named Coley arrested? Did that happen or not?
Oh, bro, look.
Just the GTA case. There's two cases in question where they talk about talking. The GTA case and the murder case. Let it go.
I'm gonna put you down about that.
That's about the car theft case. So
with my you gotta think about it, bro. That's a GTA case. Fuck, I'm gonna snitch about it, bro. What the fuck I'm gonna snitch on the GTA case, bro? All this shit going on, bro. I had my lawyers, bro. They went and got when niggas say get what when niggas say they can't, they juvenile records won't pop up. That's cap, bro. The FDLE report shows everything, bro. My lawyer went and got all the FDLE reports from everybody who was in my case with that GTA, bro. And get what? And my lawyer even when it got Jake's FDLE report, if he want to say a nigga juvenile can't show, my lawyer even got his FDLE reports from his juvenile case. I got all this in my phone right now. The two people I got locked up with, bro. Then one of them got a GTA case on their record from that year and that time I got arrested, bro.
Yeah, I was looking for it. By the way, your brother sent me that, and I put it on the screen yesterday. I couldn't find it, and I thought.
Now, keep in mind, Coley said himself that he went to some kind of program behind the GTA shit. He's saying that Coley never got arrested and he never got a charge for the GTA shit. He's saying that he took the charge for it. But Coley, the one who said that he went to a program. This happened around, FAMU and stuff like that. He around that area, with a stolen car and everything like that. So he continues to spray 1090 Jake. I'm not going to play the whole thing. You could listen to this in its entirety on Axe page, but I'm just trying to take the highlight that I thought was, just trying to work everybody through the story real quickly in a truncated version. Now we're going to get a little bit deeper into the 1090 Jake allegations that Boston Richey is putting out there. Because remember, he said that 1090 Jake is actually the one out here snitching.
No, they got paperwork on 1090.
He says he has this on his Instagram too. So he says this isn't no secret. But let me play it. Let me hear it.
How easy?
1090 Jake said he has this on his own Instagram too. So that's just to be fair to him. But this is what Boston Richey came with.
Easy is it to get drugs in a Florida prison?
Every single compound I hit, there was all types of drugs on there, whether it's prescription pills, Molly, some spots there was cocaine and meth, but nothing more common than K2.
Jacob Cherry, a former inmate, posted the videos to YouTube.
1, 2, 3, 4 flips.
He says Florida inmates currently behind bars recorded the videos using cell phones smuggled inside. How easy is it to get drugs in a Florida prison?
Wait, I've never seen that. What? He says
he never seen that before.
Hold on, cuz.
Oh, 1090. Why you telling them people that?
Hold on, cuz.
You gotta get your point. You're saying that if you
don't scroll it up where it says it's a crime scene.
Yeah, okay. It's a crime scene right here.
Damn, 1090.
Detective Jason.
Here we go.
Inside Florida prisons,
Hey, old school, you straight?
inmates passed out on the floor.
This is what it look like on mother K2.
They're on camera smoking
Hold it. 10, 9.
and bragging about having drugs behind bars. How easy is it to get drugs in a Florida prison?
Every single compound I hit, there was all types of drugs on there, whether it's prescription pills, Molly, some spots there was cocaine and meth, but nothing more common than
like South Florida
Jacob
number
Cherry,
7.
former inmate,
That is.
posted the videos to YouTube.
1, 2, 3, 4 flips.
He says Florida inmates currently behind bars recorded the videos using cell phones smuggled inside. The videos are graphic. In one disturbing clip, water is sprayed.
How many police lost their job because of it?
convulsing on the floor.
How many niggas got their phone knocked off for that? How many niggas got their whole set cut down?
Coming in with that fucking ass
Man, you got K9 coming in getting niggas whole trap knocked off, man. Man, on my mama. Man, on my mama. That nigga 1090, that cracker know if he going to jail right now, nigga smash that nigga just for that video, man. That nigga know that, man. That nigga know how shit go down, man.
Oh, so
Yeah,
you think this
nigga
video
can't
probably
tell me
fucked it up for niggas in jail?
Ain't no probably, nigga, he did. You know, probably, man, he did. He know that.
Nigga 1090 Jake a rat, dog.
Wait, slow down. I ain't gonna have you disrespect 1090 like that, though. We don't know.
He on camera. They
Listen.
asked him a question.
Listen, so we gonna call 1090 a Jake a rat just
No. That ain't no interrogation. You ain't speaking to them people. But damn, that information could have led to somebody getting knocked off in the camp.
I'm saying though, they didn't already know that was
thrashed
going on.
that. Yeah, they probably already knew that was going on, but to see it like this, I'm pretty sure somebody got thrashed behind that.
Yeah, they do make a good case. That didn't look good to me either. You know what I'm saying? But 1090 Jake put this on his own page. 1090 Jake seems to be a real gangster. You know what I'm saying? So I guess
I can't say here. I mean, his name ain't on no paperwork, but
yeah, you know what I'm saying? His name ain't on no paperwork. He still has the respect of his peers. You know, we can't really point to anybody that actually got their shit knocked off. You know what I'm saying? I feel like maybe this was stuff that was already.
Maybe he was trying to help people because they all, you know, they messed up in there and they, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, like, if I seen interviews where dudes is like
talking,
it's murders going on in my hood, like niggas selling drugs and blah blah blah, and it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? That could be looked at a way like, you know, now the police is gonna come to that hood or whatever. I ain't gonna lie. One time I was watching a 1090 Jake interview on Adam 22, and he mentioned something about one of the COs being a Latin king, and that was the guy that was helping him get the drugs in one time. I thought he was saying too much. Like, I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? You kind of like narrowing it down now. You feel me? Like somebody who worked there could have like really figured that out. So I've even said that to myself, like, damn, what is the line? Because certain things is considered snitching and certain things is not. But that's why these conversations get confusing. And the youth need to understand if they're going to be rapping, if they're going to be in the streets, you could get misconstrued to be a certain thing. I mean, who's going to really do a deep dive into all of this and be going back and forth?
Right.
Exactly. If it looked like a duck, talk like a duck, you know what I'm saying? And you could really have a hard time on your hands, you know what I'm saying? It could make the difference in your damn career nowadays. But listen to this. I thought this was funny. What was it?
Video. Just play the whole. I'm finna get dressed, go to the club. Just play the whole video.
Yeah. I'm about to play it right now. I'm about to play it right now.
Yeah, play the rest of this video. You can see who the real police is. Chat the ass cracker. But shit, bro. Shit, you got my brother number. Shit, for anything you need, just reach out. You know we got you, bro.
All right, that's you.
Yeah, play that. Hey, before you close out, play that.
Hey, Bobby. He keep bringing race into it, like the technical crime. I was like, damn. But that's like a Florida thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, Like, I don't know. I'm from South Florida. I'm from Broward. I'm telling you right now, if a black person and a white person get into it, at some point, you feel me, you gonna be a pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just going. that's just a normal thing. You feel me? Like 9 times out of 10, no, it's gonna go there. You know what I'm saying? Because this is just a racial, just a racial part. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's blue, but it's racist here, and that's just something you're gonna hear. So of course, 1090 Jake, the man defended his name, bro. You get me?
He defended his name after this?
Man, you goddamn right, cuz.
Okay.
Hold on, cuz. Well, you thought Jake. Come on, man. I know you didn't think Jake was finna take that land down, cuz. I know you didn't think that, cuz.
I want to hear this.
Hold on.
Jake might have just, I just think he might have just said too much. That's all. I don't think he was snitching though, you know. But
hold on. I think this the one. Hold
on here.
Yeah, I want to ambush him too because I asked him before and I
Nah,
tried to ask
I
him
understand,
again.
but you gotta let me push back because I could take it. First off, that whole video been on my Instagram for 3 years. I don't know if the 5 I did on YouTube is still on there. Ain't no, he talking about COs got arrested. When a CO get arrested, they gotta put that on the Florida DOC site. And I'm still in contact with everybody that sent me them videos. Yeah. Ain't nobody get booked off of that. So I don't know what he paying his lawyer to go find. I could have sent that to him myself.
Okay. Well, hey.
Yeah, it's the context they gave it to make it seem like he a rat. It looks like a Crime Stopper type. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's what it seemed like.
But you know, you reacted in real time. You jumped out the window on Jake. You
because
saw
it seemed like a Crime Stopper type of information.
The way it was presented, the way the energy he had, it looked bad. You feel me? But you see how much of a difference context makes. Yeah, context makes a difference. You feel me? I'm gonna let him cook for a little bit because he was going off right here. Hold on.
Your definition of what snitching is, that's why you're accusing him of snitching, is him admitting that he got into a fight with DeAndre Wiggins, right? And he's saying, well, that fight had nothing to do with his murder conviction or investigation, but they did get in a fight. So if he was telling by just admitting they got into a fight, he's saying that, well, did you possibly tell by saying this? Because the state of Florida probably raided a couple of cells probably after trying to figure out, yo, do they really got a fucking machete or whatever the hell?
Okay, so the machete is actually another prison YouTuber named K-Frog. I know him, right?
Okay.
But he talking about he know about Florida. That boy did 6 months in prison. So let's not have him acting like he know what the fuck Florida prison is. He did 6 months.
Really?
Like how the fuck?
Hey, K-Frog is a YouTuber. He be talking about Davey and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, he say he a Hoover and everything like that. I'll let you decide, you know, what you think about that. But I'm just letting you know, K-Frog from Broward.
And he claimed he's a Hoover?
Yeah, man.
He's a white boy?
Hey, man, let's just continue on.
Yeah. Fuck, you go to prison for 2 months. You want to start gangbanging. Let's start there, right? We got 50 major institutions in the state of Florida. Out of that video, out of all them clips that got put together, I had anywhere from 5 to 10 different prisons of people I was in contact with. How the fuck you raided where? What cell got raided? How? You see what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck? Because I know exactly who sent me them videos. I can still get on Instagram with them. So who telling him somebody got raided from some shit that's been up for 3 fucking years now? This is when I was doing prison content before I started even covering cases.
He might be thinking like, well, if
man, he can think whatever the fuck he want, but let's go back to the interrogation video because he definitely played dumb with you.
Okay, I like that. He got right back on track. He said, let's talk about the interrogation video. Now, you remember the part of the interrogation where he was saying that he just making up names. These people don't really exist.
Yeah.
Right?
I heard him say that.
You remember that?
Yeah.
I think that's important, right? Because he talk about 1090 Jake might have snitched. Now 1090 Jake say, look, man, these videos for people from 10 different prisons that I'm still fucking with. You know what I'm saying? This is stuff that's known to be going on. You know, tell me where somebody got flipped because of this. You know what I'm saying? He's maintaining that I'm not snitching, you feel me? I'm just speaking on some shit that people already know. And I was doing prison content at this time. I'm telling stories about things I experienced while I was in prison. Right? But we're going to get back into Boston Richey's interrogation, which if anybody wants to find Boston Richey's interrogation videos, they're all over YouTube. That's what we're combing through right now. And these are the two guys that are the leading authority on the Boston Richey snitching situation, Boston Richey and 1090J. But we're going to get into some facts now. Let's go.
You talking about he don't know who Boom Boom is.
Yeah.
So let's go back to that video and we can remind him who Boom Boom is. Because he literally asked the police and said, y'all go to the let me see. It's one of
right?
Last timestamps.
Different Boom, right?
Not that one. No. All the way to the right. It's one of the last timestamps.
Okay.
He says, y'all need to go find Boom Boom.
Hold on. I'm gonna play this. And by the way, chat, I am gonna play the whole thing in its entirety to be fair, right? You know, I don't want to just only get piece because you know we might miss out on context, and you know, I think a lot of this is context. You get what I mean?
Yeah, find Boom Boom's who the lady, find her.
Yeah, but you guys see Boom Boom and you don't call us.
We seen Boom Boom one time. I just told Mr. Nick Roberts we seen her one time one night, and when she come home, she only come out like.
Go back to the beginning when he said y'all need to find Boom Boom. She asked him, "You got anything else to say?" Okay. And he says, "Yeah, y'all need to find Boom Boom. Boom Boom knows everything."
Okay.
And then he gonna act like he don't know who the fuck that is. Stop it. Your cousin that died, you said he was a fucking crackhead. He was smoking pills, and you gonna say Boom Boom a crack?
Actually, he said that his cousin was smoking M, but carry on.
Crackhead.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, find Boom Boom's who.
Come on, man. How many people you identifying people they showing you pictures of?
You don't call us.
We seen Boom Boom one time. I just told Mr. Nick Roberts we seen her one time.
Hold on, I'm gonna go back a little bit further.
I'm gonna ask you.
We see.
Do that. I want to we seen him walking. I know for a fact that man had something to do with it.
Okay. All right.
I know for a fact that man has
anything else I haven't asked you? While we're together, you can tell me right now.
That's it.
Yeah, find Boom Boom's who. The lady, find her.
Yeah, but you guys see Boom Boom and you don't call us.
We seen Boom Boom one time. I just told Mr. Nick Roberts we seen her one time one night, and when she come home, she only come out like 2 or 3, and you gotta be by the speed store, like right there by that barber shop, the speed store where they be tricking that. So I don't see her. Everybody keep Mr. Jimmy. I do this though. Everybody saying she was at the gate when they was walking up.
Yeah.
We've
been looking for Boom Boom. We're out there all the time.
She got some. She knows some. Everybody. She know the answer to everybody.
The only way we're gonna find Boom Boom is if somebody calls us when Boom Boom shows up and don't tell her.
Yeah, I heard.
You just.
Because I told her from the incident. After the incident, I only seen her one time. and then I ain't know she was ruling and all that.
That's not even that.
I want to talk to her. I seen her one time, but this was everybody say, but Boom Boom seen it. She seen everything go down. She know who it was. All this she knew. She said she knew who it was. So
when you talk to your family that's out there, you needed to make sure they understand.
I was telling her, me and my brother had looked for her, but she ain't been around. She usually be around.
Yeah.
Usually be walking around.
I'm just saying you need to stress that to your family that they see her walking down the street or something. We need to know. All right.
So by the way, he says he's spitting Is he spinning or he's? I don't tell it. I don't know. By the way, yo, I definitely want to and I posted to shout out to my man Bandman Kevo in the building. Salute to Kevo. Kevo said he couldn't wait for this motherfucking stream, man. Salute to him. Thank you for the 300.
Yeah. How you feel about that? Did he seem like a little comfortable? Why was the detective saying that? Call us. Like, do you have her number? Why would she feel comfortable even telling you to let us know when Boom Boom comes? And it seems like the detective thinks that Boom Boom is a real person, and there was a Boom Boom on the witness list. So it gets kind of shaky. It gets a little shaky, and I think it gets worse around here. I took another timestamp because I'm trying to get just to some good parts that'll, maybe entice you guys to go watch it in its entirety, because for you to get to the bottom of this, it's going to take about 3 hours of your life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to give you a truncated version of it because I went through it already. Oh, here we go.
That's the dude.
Act gonna try to like shoot him some bail, like try to make it like better than what it is, in my opinion, and it kind of goes left again, huh?
Wait. Yeah, man. All right. Yeah, he was alive.
To be fair, and that's why I'm gonna play the whole thing too. He says when he's saying wig, he's identifying, saying, yeah, I had a fight with the dude. He's not saying that's the murderer. So I want to be fair to him.
1090 Jake still on the call, right?
Yeah.
Like no gun, but he was holding on to a pen like they like, bro, you know how them niggas this that little jump like that. I'm like, bro, the dude they saying did it. I seen Slug with him. They was smoking M's together or whatever. The dude they said it was a dude named Jarrell. The reason we know they hang because Eddie a gang member, his mama gang member, and
you told on everybody and their mama. Did you hear that? He said he a gang member, his mama a gang member. Didn't we get mad at Gunner for saying that YSL is a gang and he know people that did crimes and shit?
Dude.
Right,
if them real people, like,
listen, he talk about people in their mama. I mean, come on, you got to be. That's deep if you can make up all of that. You know what I'm saying? All of these is fictional characters. Like, you good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just creating a whole world in your head. You feel me? All right. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do that quick.
Boom, boom.
But let's go ahead.
Yeah.
The nigga Jarrell gang member, so I know for a fact they hang. All right. I don't know if he got a tattoo. I know he got some tattoos on his arm, though. Y'all can't bring no picture? Okay.
Yeah, I'll work on it. Give me a minute.
Y'all can't bring me no picture?
Yes, y'all can't bring me no
identified?
pictures. Hold on.
Oh.
She came back with the pictures. Now look what happened. You got to pay attention, man. You got to pay attention.
It's crazy.
That's him.
That's him.
Tell me about your relationship.
That's him. Now, we saying
How
snitching
can he
ain't...
run from this? How can he back?
Listen, you just heard the man on the phone call. He had you telling him, he had you thinking 1090 Jake was the snitch, and it was just a misunderstanding, and how he gonna do that, and he don't want to go back and forth with internet niggas because it's Jake that's well spoken, but he ain't really. Now we see you pointing people out. You pointing their pictures out, talk about their in the game,
bruh.
Now look. I do think there's a such thing as ethical snitching. I'm gonna come out and say that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes snitching is the right thing to do. If you see somebody, somebody's hurting a little kid, doing some essay type stuff, and you don't say nothing, I think you're a sucker. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to tell in that situation. Civilians, if they just trying to look out for their property, they see their neighbor's house getting robbed, if they call the police, I don't think that's wrong. But this is a little bit much. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, this is like a different thing. You know what I'm saying? You out here
pointing somebody out on camera.
You out here saying that you in the streets and you thugging and you do this and people know about you. But I mean, I would have known even at that age that I can't be in a police station pointing at pictures.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He asked for the pictures.
Yeah, that was crazy. He asked for the picture. He was like, I mean, I know
Y'all
my
ain't got
face.
no picture.
You know how niggas. I gotta stop saying the N word all the time, but you know how we are. I'll say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know his name. I might know him by face.
That's crazy, bro. You
let me see a picture. You see the picture? Like, yeah, that's him. That's him. That's that boy.
You voluntarily.
Yeah, you brainstorming. You feel me? Like, how can I best serve you? You know what I'm saying? Like a picture. Let's go on, man. Let's not get caught up. Hold on.
The files.
Right.
That's the dude. They say that's the dude from D Block. They like
picture, and they bring him the picture, and he says that's him.
Yeah, you shouldn't even be
I
talking about.
I don't know how, because he talking about he don't know who Boom Boom is, but Boom Boom's in the witness list, just like he's in the witness list that he claimed he wasn't in.
Well, basically, he said it's a crackhead, and he says in terms of the witness list, he's saying the police compiled a list of names of everybody who they talked to.
But this is the thing, right? He's saying it's a crackhead as if that's the only crackhead. He said his cousin smoked pills, and that's what the whole situation had to do with, was that his cousin was smoking pills with people and hanging around other people that smoke pills. So what does that tell you about the entire situation? It was more than one base on that street. Boom Boom wasn't the only one. Boom Boom was just the crackhead that witnessed the shit go down.
Yeah, Lil Boom definitely seen it. He's seen him do it. All right, hold on.
So look, that's crazy, right? Like, look, even if you not telling the police, if you telling the police, like, look, this who y'all need to talk to. They know everything. Is that
right? How would you? This is what I'm saying. This is where it's crazy to me. If you feel like 1090 Jake was snitching on that, what do you feel that you was doing in this part right here? That's what's crazy to me. 1090 Jake actually have he's dropping content. He's a content creator when he drops this. I can say, okay, Jake, I get that. Yeah. You put that on your Instagram. That's like, okay, this is what you do. You talk about this kind of stuff. What is this then, Boston Richey? What would you call this? I would want to hear this from Boston Richey. Would you say this not snitching? But he said this ain't the names, he said, correct?
He said he was making up names, man. We listened to it together. That man said that he was spinning them. I played it sweet. I'm spinning them. I ain't giving them no real names. I'm throwing them off. That's how he said it. You feel me? But now we figure out that these are real people. You pointed out, and
these pointing are real out pictures, bro. There got to be some realness to it, because you got pictures that's attached to it.
Yeah, and the Boston Richey thing. I mean, excuse me. The Coley situation was addressed too. I'm still kind of confused about that, but they did bring that up too. There's some back and forth because Coley said that he did some kind of time for the GTA thing. Boston Richey said nobody got convicted. He took the rap for it. So I mean, I don't know, man. It's too crazy. But here we go.
About with his brother, because the main thing that they were trying to point out about Kodak's artist or whatever is that he's like 19 right now. So when all this shit went down, he wasn't nothing but like 12, and they were trying to say, "Oh, that's gonna discredit him." So they were basically trying to. The brother basically lined up a whole bunch of points for me.
Yeah,
that would make Boston Richey look good, and then go down a little piece.
Okay. Here we go.
I just gotta wait until the screen fucking catches up.
Yo,
if anyone had an issue, they could have been stepped about it, and nobody did. That's exactly what the brother said. They said, "Hey, how is he a rat if we shot a video in them projects?" Same thing with the GTA case. The case for them got dropped, but in all reality, you shouldn't have said anything. This is also coming from the brother. So I basically reiterated everything that the brother told me when I talked to the brother on the phone. And this was before I found out from Coley that the case wasn't dropped and that he ended up getting convicted on the shit.
Okay, so you're saying that this message to him was after a conversation, not after you reviewing the paperwork and possible footage.
Yeah, so 1090J kind of putting his back down, clearing his name. just kind of driving the point home that Boston Richey looked like he cooperated, man. Looked like he went in there and told the truth. Like he went in there and told the God's honest truth. I mean, where are you at with it right now? Do you feel like you're convinced that that's what it was?
Yeah, Boston Richey snitched on this one. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Boston Richey's brother came on to defend him as well, and it got philosophical. Yeah, because Boston Richey and 1090 Jake never got on the phone with each other, from what I heard. But the brother got on there and kind of just, you know, talked in circles a lot, in my opinion, and they didn't really come to an agreement, but they was talking spicy to each other. But there was some other notable points from that one too. Let me see if I can find a good part to start on. I mean, maybe.
But they said he wasn't.
Let's talk about
that's
what
snitching
it.
Versus.
Let's talk about what is snitching. I'm gonna try to start there. Maybe that's a good starting point. I took some notes. I can't give all the ones. I don't want to stay too long, but I think I got some good points. They get into what is snitching around here. All right.
I mean, people haven't really fully defined. Remember, y'all niggas is from the streets. Y'all supposed to define it to us civilians what snitching is, because snitching only applies to street niggas. Now, what I used to be, you know, told and understand what snitching is usually if you're cooperating either against a co-defendant or somebody else who's in the streets with you for less of time, and you're helping to get them convicted. That's what I used to think. But I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's what I always thought snitching was.
Hey, the definition has gotten so far these days that honestly, I've heard people say that if you see your mom get killed right in front of you by some random crazed lunatic and you call the police, if you in the streets, you a snitch. And I'm like, whoa, this is too much. But again, you don't understand. I'm not a street dude. So this is what I think. I think 1090 Jake is saying, Annie, like, even if they weren't talking about wig, just even pointing out, oh, I know DJ Academics, you should be like, I don't know nothing about nothing, give me a lawyer. I think that he says, even if you're asked in the interrogation room, do you know who DJ Academics is? If I showed you a picture of him, could you point him out? Because you're a street dude, you're supposed to say, I don't know nothing about nothing, and I can't do nothing. Call my lawyer, right?
But that's what a nigga did in the first interview, though.
Hold on. All right, hold on. And that's why I have sympathy, because while in my definition, I don't think Boston Richey told, if by these crazy street rules that's gotten more and more extreme, right? They're gonna look at him questionable by the mere fact that he was a young kid who doesn't have money like he got now to say, give me a lawyer, probably.
Boy, they got to give you a lawyer whether you got money or not. What you mean? It ain't hard for you to be like, I don't want to talk without a lawyer. Yeah, he was scared. He was a young kid. But look, I don't know if the streets give you a pass just for being young. I don't think that.
Nah, when you in the streets, you got to know whoever put you in, whoever got you up on that you looked up to, they told you about what's going on here.
Yeah. I think
you don't get put on like that. Like, you know what time it is.
And then it becomes a question of whether people are going to keep the same energy. Let's
don't know is right.
Let's see if people are going to keep the same energy. Let me see. Right around here.
What you believe Boston Richey did, right? Given the fact how other people who have allegedly, or maybe I don't have to say allegedly, cooperated. For example, 6ix9ine. They shunned him. His career was never the same, right? We don't even know what's going to happen with Gunna. A lot of people feel like it might not be the same. Jake, do you feel like, based on what you've seen, this should be the same treatment from the fans and the industry for Boston Richey? Or do you think otherwise?
As far as, do I think his career should end?
Yeah, well, that's inherently the question. I think the reason why Boston Richey's brother is on here talking to you is because and they made it clear to me, and they said this as well. They said, listen, they're not fighting the streets, they're fighting the internet. Is that, if the stigma becomes, or like for example with what's that dude, the Corvette guy? I interviewed him, Pop Hunter. Once everybody believed.
Yeah, damn all that. So what you think? You think he's on the same level as Gunna, Tekashi 6ix9ine? Do you think this will end his career? Will he be able to continue, or do people even care? Like, should we keep the same energy on him?
Yeah, I think that he is in the same category as a sick. Well, it's not a RICO case. Them boys got RICO cases, okay? So, they was helping really get somebody indicted for years. I don't know what his case ended up to, but just the merit fact that he's pointing out faces and giving out names. Yeah, man. I mean, sounds the same to me. What 1090 Jake said. What 1090 Jake? How did he feel about that?
Let's see.
On an industry level, that he cooperated. Doors start closing, and pretty much that's taking food and money out of his mouth, right? With Boston Richey, I feel like they're saying that they're good in the streets, but this
man, Jake said that nigga snitching, man. I can't wait for DJ Academics get a little bit long-winded for me sometimes, so I'm gonna skip past that. But this is a spicy part where they go into some allegations. Let's go right here. All right.
Oh,
Damn. I get it the right. Yeah, that's what I'm trying.
Turn the
Oh, my bad.
Issue is what is on that paperwork.
Yeah.
As it states that he told the police 3 fucking times they knew the car was stolen, and that's the reason they was charged to begin with. Because the paper literally says the 2 co-defendants refused to. Hold on, let me finish talking. The paperwork says that the 2 co-defendants refused to make a statement, while Boston Richey chose to make a statement on the scene and then continue the interview at the police station.
All right, you can definitely respond.
And at the police station, he said he had nothing to do and they was let go. And they was already at the station when he got there. They went their separate ways and all. So like, you acting like Boston got caught and say, yeah, they was with me. They what's called a no. It was nothing like how you trying to make it. You don't know shit about this, bro. You could easily backtrack and be like, maybe I was wrong. Like, nobody don't give a fuck about no career. Like this, you banking on this shit. You dead wrong right now. You know the streets. You dead wrong.
He said 1090 Jake dead wrong. You know what I'm saying? You could backtrack. That ain't really telling. I don't know. It looks bad to me. I mean, it seemed bad. You know what I'm saying? If the other dudes gave a statement, they would have put that on there. 1090 Jake is pointing out that the report says these 2 guys refused to give a statement. He gave a statement on the scene and then did another interview when we got to the police station. That's crazy. I've been in those rooms before. I've gotten pressed many a times, got many a cases. You don't talk to them. Your lawyer will tell you that. My lawyer always told me the best thing you could do for me to give me the best chance of beating the charge for you is to not say anything to the police. So when they used to come, they sit in the room, they come in there with that little mask on, they'll be the vice unit or whatever their little squad name is, and they'll, hey, do you want to help yourself, Mr. Richmond? And I'll just be like, hey, man, that's cute or whatever, but I'm going to get a lawyer. I don't have nothing to say to y'all, man. I'm trying to go to the jailhouse. That's how you play that.
You got to if you want to beat it, But our cases have been just us. We haven't had co-defendants and stuff like that. You get what I mean? So
I get it, but they still ask you.
They still ask you, do you want to get off of this? Like, look, I can make this go away.
Exactly. you don't have to be on your case for you to cooperate. You know what I'm saying? Just like these guys is not on his case. He got called in there for loitering. He giving information about somebody who's suspected of a murder. That's like, that's crazy. But then it gets real. The conversation hits a low point, and race gets involved.
I want to hear this. Yeah, man.
Hold on. Let me show you that part.
You got to give us the good part, man.
Jake has stood firm, and he's answered this a lot. He says what he's doing is not not cult of ultra, and he's not picking on black people. Like, why do you think that he's picking on like African Americans? Why do you think that?
And cause he might be from the hood, he might grew up fucked up, but it's that always missing that acceptance that I ain't black.
Wait, you pause real quick. Press play.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Okay.
What he said?
So you had sent me his paperwork, so I'm gonna search the same shit you
said.
He just said something. You made a click something. He said
Jake has confirmed, and he's answered this a lot. He says what he's doing is not cult of ultra, and he's not picking on black people. Like why do you think that he's picking on like African Americans? Why do you think that?
And cause he might be from the hood, he might grew up fucked up, but it's that always missing that acceptance that I ain't black.
Yeah, that's something with the video. That's something with the video. That's not me. It's still running. You see?
Yeah, they probably theirs probably was.
Okay. Hold on. Bear with
So
us.
you had sent me his paperwork, so I'm gonna search the same shit you searched.
Yeah. That was a highlight for me. He said that Jake's just doing this because he needs acceptance, Maybe he grew up in the hood. Maybe he did have black friends, but maybe he just lacks that acceptance of never being black, that he's doing this to kind of, fit in. That's the brother's theory. Another notable part of this interview, because I feel like, I was already decided at this point, they're kind of just talking in circles, but remember when Boston Richey was saying that, they're just battling people on the internet, the streets know what time it is with them, and, you can ask about them and all of that. That came up again. And I thought it was interesting, the exchange that they had around that point. I think this is probably the last clip I'll play, and we could just get out of here. People could watch this in its entirety for themselves, but I think I got the spiciest parts. Here we go.
It's like you won't be honest enough to, like, how can you tell me, you on the news is not snitching, but what he did is snitching? Like, he never said nothing a nigga did.
No.
You
like
actually saying what a nigga
like
did.
I said, you should reach out. You should reach out to them people I told you to reach out to, because they told me an entirely different thing. And he knows exactly who I'm talking about.
I'm done reaching out about this shit. I'm done with this shit. I ain't hard to find. Niggas know where I'm at. That's the whole thing about it. Like I said, this ain't no war. The streets know what's up with a nigga like me. The streets know what's up with little bro. Jay, niggas in the street that know little bro. They know what's up with a nigga.
The ones that I know that know him said that it ain't.
A nigga ain't never called
to tell you. The ones that I know that know him said he ratted. So it's like, I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? The ones that I know that know him said he ratted.
Hey, D'Angelo Thompson.
Who them niggas is?
Hey, hold on. Yeah.
He knows we ain't gonna put that names out on YouTube. We ain't gonna do all that, but just ask him.
We ain't gonna do all that now, but you wanna put Kep and shit. Now, who the niggas you know? Let's see if a nigga ain't like that.
Ask him.
Who the niggas you know?
The same person that I DM'd and said, did you tell this person about your paperwork? He gonna tell you.
No, I'm asking you who the niggas that you know.
And I'm not finna put his name out. I'm not no boss.
You wanna put Kep name out?
Hey man, so it got a little crazy, man. Go ahead and watch it, man. They just went back and forth, man. We got the things of substance, but
yeah, he don't gotta give you the names though. Everybody know these street dudes' names. Bro, he's telling you
if you did something like that, it'll make me not want to tell you nothing. It's like, damn, cuz I didn't tell you for you to use me as content. Now I'm in the shit. I'm just giving you the real. That was crazy. You put my name out there. I'm just trying to tell you like my honest opinion.
Right.
If I want to step out and insert myself in a situation, that's okay.
Hey man, I say he telling. It sounds like he giving is It's way too much information and too many names coming out of his mouth and too much pointing at pictures and asking for.
Yeah, that's
It's
just
too
my.
much.
I feel the same way, and I'm not a street dude. I'm not doing
If
no crimes.
Boston Richey thinks 1090 Jake snitched, right, on that, you gotta say you snitched.
That's a good point.
That's all I'm saying. If I'm looking at the two, like,
that's a good point. It looked like that to me too. I've been in the streets before, and I just feel like living by that code. That's kind of how it goes. And even if I'm not living by that code, so much anymore, but it still kind of looks like like from my standpoint, what Boston Richey did, it looks dishonorable. You know what I'm saying? Even to a civilian, it's like that don't really. It makes you look kind of like disingenuous because you're claiming to be about this, and you're not admitting that you misstepped, you made a mistake. It kind of lowers your credibility for me because you could just say, you know what, I probably did say too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stand on it.
Right.
I'm not the same as this
in the
guy.
streets, you can't. It don't work like that. Like
I know, but
I made a mistake.
I get it. I'm a real man though.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about the
streets.
I'm saying a real man is supposed to be like, you know what? I'm gonna own that. I'm gonna stand on it. You know what I'm saying?
Streets
but
ain't
I
gonna
get
do
you.
that. Yeah.
In the street, the streets ain't real enough for me. That's why I had to find another moral code. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit not. Come on, man. It ain't consistent. You can't live your life.
No, it's consistent. It's just the people who saying what is not. But I really feel like
it's not consistent because isn't snitches supposed to get stitches? Isn't he supposed to be ousted? Isn't he supposed to be like shunned upon now? He got money. He's future artist. They're gonna change the theory. They're gonna try to change the facts to fit the theory instead of trying to make the theory fit around the facts. If I'm saying that correctly, you get what I'm trying to say?
I get what you're saying, but we can't let these guys. Yeah, but you can't let guys that do false things in the streets and try to change the rules of the streets. Like that's what it sounds like to me, like Boston Richey and his brother.
But that's what's happening. I get what you're trying to say. You're trying to live by this imaginary code. I'm saying what's going on right now. They're letting you know that they're in the streets. They're not having problems with guys on the streets. He's getting money. He's getting success. He said he didn't get kicked off the tour.
Wrong with that? But you're still a rat, right? You still a snitch.
I get what you're saying, but even we saw his own co-defendant say that he didn't snitch, right? Mm-hmm. And he was saying because it would make the hood look bad, and it seemed like he was like trying to say like, look, man, I'd rather be friends than to say that. We got past it, you know what I'm saying? He cool, I'm rapping, he's on. Like I'd rather it be like that.
Yeah, because Cap, check this out. If ain't no blood, see, it's different with the Young Thug and the Gunna situation because it's somebody. Thug ain't probably going. It's probably like that, but sometimes if it wasn't the punishment didn't equal out, or the punishment one there, you could probably, you snitch, but the outcome wasn't as,
listen,
but you're a snitch. You
but
feel
listen,
me?
There was people going to jail for telling in YSL, and Young Thug was still around those people that told way before he got in jail for this situation. It was cases before that with people that told that he still, the guy,
and he knew they told,
and the guy, how could he not? I mean, I'm not in Young Thug's head, but how can he not know? You know what I'm saying? It's paperwork on these guys. We went over Yak Gotti's paperwork, and there's a lot of coverage on SB. So I don't want to get too far from this story, but that is kind of along the same lines of what is telling, what ain't telling. I'm saying that it ain't consistent. You're saying that, he's still a rat, but I'm saying they're not treating him like a rat in the streets. He's still that's
the change. I guess that's the difference, which you got to understand.
Okay.
They're not treating rats the same way as back in before. You ain't murking them, and you ain't like snitches get stitches. It's not all of that. It's just a title you get that certain people will be like, I ain't messing with them.
I think that was going on before too, man. This ain't nothing new because now people still doing that with all this access to information that we got before. how deep was people gonna go about your paperwork? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like if you
go in it,
I mean, who's gonna take? People got to go to work, take care of their kids. Ain't nobody finna be going down to the courthouse getting your file, and that's something they do when you in the prison.
That's why we appreciate people like 1090 Jake.
Now, I think 1090 Jake defended his name good. There you have it, 1090 Jake versus Boston Richey, and Boston Richey's brother looks like he stood his ground, and 1090 Jake is catching bodies out here, because remember Bruce Rivers tried to say that his claims on Boston Richey was shaky. Seemed like he won that battle, and now another one he was able to kind of just stand 10 toes down. So
he's standing 10 toes. Man.
That's all we got to say about that little song.
Man,
I fuck with 1090 Jake too, man. I think you kind of owe him an apology, because you jumped out there in the middle. You know what I'm saying?
I got pimped on the. You see how they put it in the context? It looked like Crime Stoppers to me.
Yeah, but you came back. You came.
Yeah, I came back. Like, okay, it's not Crime Stoppers. Yeah. It was his content. He put that out there. That's totally different.
It looked crazy, but when he gave the context, he was like,
I apologize. You're not a rat. That's not no rat information that he gave.
Yeah.
He wasn't in an interrogation room giving out.
No. And then we can't really point to anybody that got in trouble for that or anything like that,
Yeah.
Somebody might characterize that as dry. I'm not gonna say it. I was just saying somebody might look at it like that. That's what I'm saying.
But
this whole conversation gets tricky.
But for me, he's a content creator on that. So it's like I can't.
Look, kind of like I wouldn't be mad at him. Me and Boston Richey could even hang out. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I don't plan on doing no more crimes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be doing nothing with him. He seems like an all right guy. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to ask my opinion on what happened, I gotta keep it real. But I wouldn't call him out his name or anything like that. We just discussed it on what it would be considered. For me, look, I ain't trying to do no crimes with you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not worried about it. You know what I'm saying? I just,
yeah,
I would still listen to his music.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, man. We need to, before we go, we need to do a video on what's that boy name? Al Sharpton, man. I heard that he was working for the FBI and took down mobs, the Italian mobs. You heard about that?
Yeah, I know a little bit about that. Yeah, I know a little bit about that.
Interesting, man.
That's
interesting. Way back in the day.
Al Sharpton, he don't get as much respect as he did. He was really pushing that line, and he even got stabbed behind protesting and stuff like that. A lot of people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? They see, they got jokes for him now, but he was a different guy. He was really out there shaking stuff up. But that's a different story for a different day. Go ahead and close us out on this one, Bob.
All right, y'all, man. We're going to catch y'all on the next one, man. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Give us a comment. Give us a like. Was I out of bounds? Let me know how I was in this episode, okay?
Yeah, get them straight. Yeah, and for the haters, hate harder, please. You know what I'm saying? You can get in there and troll. You can get in the comments and hate. It's all the same for us. We appreciate the feedback, and we take it on board.
For real. So, hey, man, we're going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.